Welcome to the Summit of Thought. Today, we're exploring why Gilles Deleuze is not just a significant philosopher, but the essential one for our contemporary era. To begin, let's consider a foundational assertion from scholar Li Jungwu: to think today is to confront Deleuze. This statement encapsulates the core argument of our discussion. Gilles Deleuze brought modern metaphysics to its culmination and stands as the representative thinker of postmodern thought. Regardless of whether you feel an affinity or aversion, agreement or opposition to his ideas, encountering his work is truly indispensable for understanding the world we live in today. Deleuze's intellectual horizon offers a new landscape for philosophy, art, and science. His ideas are not isolated, they are fundamental, comprehensive, and deeply compatible with contemporary scientific understanding. His work provides a new language and framework that spans multiple disciplines, demonstrating a remarkable adequacy to reality itself. He truly provides a platform upon which all postmodern thought operates, seamlessly connecting philosophy, art, and science. Deleuze's philosophy enacts nothing short of a Copernican revolution in metaphysics. Traditionally, metaphysics centered on identity, viewing difference and novelty as marginal problems. But following advances in non-Euclidean geometries and new algebras, Deleuze shifts this paradigm dramatically. He places difference at the very core, making it a primary determination of being itself. As Daniel W. Smith noted, Deleuze's philosophy of difference truly enacts a Copernican revolution in philosophy, moving us from an identity-first to a difference-first understanding. This paradigm shift offers a metaphysics uniquely suited for a new scientific reality. If we look at the world of modernity, its philosopher was Immanuel Kant, and its physics was defined by Euclidean geometry and Newtonian physics, characterized by ordered space, Aristotelian time, and equilibrium, focusing on stable being. But in the world of contemporaneity, our philosopher is Gilles Deleuze. Our physics encompasses quantum mechanics, complexity theory, and nonlinear dynamics, leading to characteristics like fragmented spaces, distorted times, and nonlinear effects, focusing on becoming. As John Pratevi and Mark Bonta articulate, just as Kant's critiques provided an epistemology appropriate to the world of Newtonian physics, Deleuze offers philosophical concepts for understanding our contemporary world. This brings us to the central task: understanding the transition from becoming to beings. The philosophical lineage from Descartes to Kant established a world of stable being. However, the postmodern turn, initiated by thinkers like Nietzsche and Bergson, shifted our understanding to a world of constant becoming. The central ontological problem we face today is to explain how stable identities, whether individuals, properties, or events, can emerge from this ground of pure becoming. How do we get from the dynamic, flowing state of becoming, through some intermediate process, to the more stable forms we recognize as beings? Deleuze's answer, which represents the summit of modern metaphysics, is virtuality. He posits that reality is comprised of two realms: the actual and the virtual. The actual consists of the emerged individuals, events, and properties we perceive and interact with in our concrete world. But beneath this lies the virtual, which is not merely potential in a future sense, but a field of inherent potential differences and relations. This virtual realm is the dynamic, underlying ground from which all actualities emerge, providing a comprehensive explanation for how stable identities arise from constant becoming. Through his groundbreaking collaboration with Félix Guattari, Deleuze's social philosophy truly blossomed. Their integration of Marx and Freud produced a distinctive and highly creative analysis of capitalism, one that deserves to be called a new capital. This framework redefines modern society, raises critical problems about neoliberalism, and, crucially, proposes alternatives for envisioning a new world. Their work highlights how desire operates through social and capitalist machines, shaping our reality in profound ways. Deleuze's philosophy offers the most appropriate ontological language for a world increasingly defined by networks and AI. His concepts enable us to understand a reality dominated by digital networks, artificial intelligence, and algorithmic power. He helps us move beyond the outdated notion of a human-centered subject, recognizing that non-human agents like algorithmic agents and institutional nodes are deeply entangled with human ones. This provides a crucial framework for navigating our interconnected, AI-driven future. Remarkably, Deleuze's philosophy, while inheriting a non-mainstream Western tradition, shows striking similarities with Eastern thought. The Confucian Buddhist Taoist traditions of Northeast Asia, with their concepts of qi, emptiness, and Tao, have always possessed postmodern and integrative characteristics. This convergence suggests that the fusion of these traditions with Deleuzian thought may produce a new mode of thinking capable of leading the world. As Li Jung-woo states, Deleuze demonstrates the summit of Western thinking while simultaneously revealing points of contact with East Asian philosophy. Grounded in rigorous logic and vast philosophical erudition, Deleuze unfolds both a unique ontological world and the most impressive social historical philosophy since the Hegel-Marx dialectic. For this reason, he is hailed with the highest praise. Li Jung-woo, among others, has called him the philosopher of philosophers, recognizing the unparalleled depth and breadth of his intellectual contributions. Metaphysics, as the discourse where the achievements of humanity are condensed and surpassed, represents the extreme limit of thought. Today, the philosopher who truly embodies and defines this domain is Deleuze. Future metaphysics, while evolving, will not be able to surpass Deleuze at the fundamental level of the horizon of thought. His philosophy, in essence, constitutes the extreme limit of the extreme limit of thought. However, this limit does not signify the end of philosophy. Rather, it means the formation of the broadest and most expansive horizon of thought possible. Within Deleuze's framework, being is understood as infinite becoming through difference, force, and desire. There is no philosophy that can genuinely exist beyond this fundamental understanding. All future developments will be relative deterritorializations, reconfigurations, and explorations that occur within the profound and expansive limit of Deleuze's thought. This brings us to the post-Deleuzian landscape. Contemporary approaches like object-oriented ontology, new materialism, and actor network theory are only possible on the basis of Deleuze's problematics, whether they acknowledge it explicitly or implicitly. Rather than truly surpassing Deleuze, these movements are better understood as local reconfigurations and explorations that unfold within the vast problem space he so brilliantly created. They operate within the expansive Deleuzian horizon, each exploring a specific terrain within his foundational conceptual framework. Ultimately, for modern individuals, engaging with Deleuze is not merely a choice, but a necessity. His ontology, epistemology, and social theory function as the fertile seeds from which new modes of thinking continue to grow. Across East and West, whether intentionally recognized or not, the actions and thoughts of contemporary people are inextricably connected to his philosophy. He has established the fundamental terrain for our time, providing the platform for all future thinking.